Good afternoon. The Royal Bank of Scotland has made a profit for the first time in 10 years. It made £752 million during 2017. It follows years of losses for the bank that is majority owned by the taxpayer. But the results came as more protests were held over plans to close another 62 branches across the country.
We're demonstrating about the 62 closures in Scotland and the detrimental effect that's going to have on communities. They've just announced that they've made £752 million profit this year, which is the first time they've been in the black for years. Yet they're still adamant to close these branches to save £9 million.
Police in Germany searching for a missing Inverness man, Liam Colgan, have confirmed there was another reported sighting in the St Pauli area of Hamburg last night. A call was made to police at around 5 p.m. that a man fitting Liam's description had been spotted outside the city's concert house. But despite sending out sniffer dogs and officers, nothing came of the search. It's 13 days since 29-year-old postal worker Liam was reported missing after becoming separated from friends on his brother's stag do. Police are making a fresh appeal for information about an armed robbery in Dundee. A man brandished a knife at a shop assistant at Blackness News 2 weeks ago. The incident was caught on CCTV. The culprit stole a three-figure sum of money before running off into Rosefield Place. He's believed to be aged 20 to 30 and was wearing a navy parka-style jacket with a fur-trimmed hood. The co-convener of the Scottish Greens has been re-elected as a rector of Aberdeen University. Maggie Chapman was on the picket line this morning as part of the university lecturers' disputes over pensions. The election was rerun after last year's vote was declared null and void over alleged irregularities. But the newly elected rector says it's time to move on.
There are still questions around university governance and what that means for the university, but we are where we are, and a new date was set, a new campaign was run. There were questions around, whether it should have been exactly the same candidates with exactly the same policy platforms, or whether, as did happen, new candidates could run. But we are where we are, and I think what matters now is that we look ahead to the next 3 years.
Now here's Sean with the weather forecast.
TUI sponsors STV Weather.
Good afternoon. Well, at least the weather's very quiet for the time being. A lot of dry weather with sunny spells, but of course prepare yourselves for next week, turning much colder and very wintry in places. Could see quite a lot of snow for some parts during next week, especially in the east. But today, a lot of dry weather, sunny spells, hanging on to a bit more cloud across parts of the Grampians, and here some of that cloud rolling down into the Highlands during tonight. But again, where we've got the best of the breaks, it will be a cold and frosty night, especially across northern parts, lows of -4 or -5. For many of us tomorrow, any cloud burning away. It should be dry with plenty of sunshine, a bit more cloud across parts of Angus and Aberdeenshire. Bye-bye.
TUI sponsors STV Weather.
That's all for this Friday lunchtime. Join us again for the STV News at 6. Until then, there are hourly bulletins on STV2. Have a very good afternoon. Bye-bye.